Welcome to Light Up with Adera. This is a fun podcast where we're meeting awesome people that are doing them in the world, whatever that looks like, however that unfolds. And Redhead Rebecca Harrison, is one of my favorites because since we've known each other, you have evolved and evolved and evolved in ways that I don't think you knew you were gonna. And you've just rolled with it and figured it out. And I just think your journey is so inspiring for so many that they either have something in their life that has shifted unexpectedly, where now they're having to sort of reinvent themselves or come up with what is next for them. And or maybe they've just decided, or they've taken a choice and they're like, listen, this isn't working for me anymore.
Yeah.
And they're ready to try something new, but it's scary. Tell me how scary it was. Tell me how it all unfolded a little bit. Tell me a little bit.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Well, I guess I feel very blessed that I've been able to do some really fun things in my life. Writing is definitely the thing I love the most. And that probably started way back in theater school, writing my own like one-woman shows. And that was always the most fun that I had. But life takes you on journeys. And I sort of decided that acting wasn't my true calling at some point. Even though I had a lot of fun with it, it wasn't always paying the bills. And yeah, if you're an actor, you just really have to love auditioning, right? And you have to love...
No.
Yeah, really, it's true. Like I remember 20, auditions and getting 3 callbacks. And then I finally got booked on a commercial. It was so exciting. And then somehow the commercial got canceled at the last minute.
Okay.
So just stuff like that. But so then I became a personal trainer because I had always worked out, and that was something that I loved and needed in my life anyway. So that's really, I think of as my main career. For 16 years I did that. And I think what I loved about it the most, other than staying fit and working out and keeping people moving and healthy and all that, was just actually the people, like really just getting to know people. And I would say that some of my personal training clients are still friends. Like we keep in touch and see each other and stuff. So, but in that time, I also found a nutrition company that I was like super passionate about, and that was really easy to share. So that became like a side business, I guess. But it's, yeah, interesting how life does loops. And I really came back to the writing and was able to help foster some people in sharing some really beautiful stories about family.
Right. So
Yeah.
that was how is that how that came around, the family tree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's actually, I went to a writing retreat in France with Julianne, who you probably know, Julie, right? Yeah. And I had ideas for what I was going to write at that writing retreat, but she loved the idea. I was working through, honestly, my own story, my own father-daughter story, and looking to heal kind of the next level of that. And that resonated with her and the other women at the retreat. And so they really encouraged that. And so that became the first family tree book that was all father-daughter stories. And so we had 11 authors join. 3 men actually shared real life stories about their daughters, and then 8 women shared true life stories about their relationship with their dad. And I guess what I loved was, it really was when people, you just went through this experience, right? When people bring real life stories out into the world, it's so vulnerable and exciting and scary and like fulfilling, really, right? So that, I loved that part of it. And then kind of as we got close to launching, we realized, well, this isn't just one book. There's all the different relationships,
Yes.
right? So then it became, the next one was the mother-daughter stories. Again, 11 authors. And then that turned into the mother-son stories. So 11 authors, I don't know, it was just magic.
Wow.
Magic number 11 for all 3.
Very cool.
Yeah. So the only one we haven't done is the father-son. And I've had some definite interest, and I find that men can be a little more tentative about sharing those raw stories, right?
And how did it feel being the birther of the books? Because I just did this collaboration book
Yeah.
as well, and it's quite a lot holding the line. Did you find and getting the stories and pulling the stories or did you find that was easy to do?
It was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a
Okay.
lot for sure. Yeah. Yeah, but also really rewarding.
Rewarding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a writer. You're a writer. You're a writer, and writing has now taken you to where? Where are you going with your writing?
So after that, I did publish one other book, and that was a children's book called The Little Tree. Just sort of fit in with the family tree series, but honestly, it was a dream that I had, and I just wrote it down one morning, and it sat in a drawer for a lot of time until I finally approached my aunt. Actually, now I have to show off her beautiful artwork. My aunt lives in the Okanagan, and she is an incredible artist. And I shared the story with her, and she wanted to do the illustrations. And when she first sent me these illustrations, like I cried. Like they just brought this book to life, Here. I don't know if the camera can really see, but there's kids hanging in the tree. Yeah, so that's Margaret Kyle. I just have to show. So, and again, that I got to do that with family was really, really
Yeah, super
special,
special. Super
Yeah.
special.
But since then, you asked where am I going with my writing? To be honest, I don't completely know. I did start a blog on
Yes.
Substack, which has been a little bit more about my traveling and reinventing myself. And yeah, because I think you touched on it. At this age, I am meeting a lot of people, especially women, who are like finding their purpose again, finding what lights them up. Maybe after being a mom for a long time or doing the job that wasn't necessarily fulfilling or, many, many reasons. But yeah.
And then
So,
you found yourself on that path too. And then
yeah. Yeah.
it's been a few years of seeing opportunities and then going for them, and like your house sitting, and then writing tell everyone what your blog's called because it's great.
So it's called Romancing Abroad.
Romancing
Romancing
Abroad.
Abroad. Yes.
But you weren't trying to have romances abroad. It was more like
I
romancing the
mean,
broad, or both things are true. All things are okay.
I was open to the possibility of romance abroad. I was open to travel, adventure, more fun, and if romance came along,
Right.
that was great
Yeah.
too.
Right.
Yeah. But I have to say that you are the person who inspired the international house sitting,
Mm-hmm. And here,
because I didn't know
yes.
that was a thing. And you're always putting these little ideas
I
in
know.
my head,
I just put
which I
in one
love.
today that we'll see if it
Yeah.
comes to fruition. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love that you're open like that. What do you think helped you become open to possibility and wonder and curiosity? A lot of people can be closed off to ideas and suggestions that people have, but I feel like you're very good at taking in possibility and then you pursue it, and then it kind of opens up for you in ways that you didn't expect sometimes, and even better than you expected sometimes,
Yeah.
like your trip in Spain or wherever you were.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think that's why we connect so well, because that's the way I see you, right? You're really open to possibility and where it's going to lead next. And I just feel like, I don't know if it sounds cliche, but we are here to, obviously, we all have our own separate purposes, and my kids have been a huge part of my purpose, and I'm still very, even though they're grown now, like in the thick of like still that's you're a mom too, so it's such a big becomes such a big purpose. And I also just feel like if we're not having fun on this earth, we're going to have challenges. Everyone has things that are hard and that we get through and that we grow through. But if we can't just really seek out the adventure and the fun, then I don't know, what are we doing here?
I'm not sure. I agree.
Yeah.
100%. We're soul sisters on that. And if
Yeah.
I had my red hair, we'd be redhead sisters. But
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about you saying that you feel like your purpose is being a good friend. And if being a good friend to your kids or to your besties or to the people that you work with, or like you said, that's very cool because it is a through line through everything you've done when you were talking about doing your personal training. And now you also are a certified coach. And now, wherever you are, if you're driving the ferries in Vancouver, like you're talking to people.
Yeah.
Like you can't help yourself. It's kind of like it's like what you're meant to do.
Yeah. I feel, I don't know, almost a little humble now. Thank you. I have this weird thing. I kind of like people. I don't know. Like, I find humans weird and fascinating. And like, I just want to hear their stories. And I can kind of do that all day long. So, yeah.
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 And what do you do with that information? Anything particularly? Or I guess, right.
Yeah, it has woven its way into stories. And you just mentioned that I'm, doing this summer job that is like something completely different than I've ever done. But I found myself driving the Granville Island ferries, and it's like I'm having so much fun because it's just people getting on who are basically out to have a fun day. They're pretty much mostly having fun. And it's a combination of people who take the ferry for commuting or going to Granville Island for groceries, or tons of tourists. Like I've met people from Poland and Switzerland and Turkey, and like they're just from all over getting on the boat. And I get to hear little snippets of stories. And so I am thinking that I will start to write about that, like what's going on the ferries. Just that'll be fun.
Yeah, totally. And what's with the one woman show or something that you're working on too? I felt like there was something else in the works.
Oh, so I co-wrote a Christmas play last
Right. Okay.
year,
Yes.
which just ended up being fun and made me think I should write my own play. So that's something I want to do, but I haven't started yet. Yeah.
Just got to find the time and space.
Yeah.
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 Very cool. Is there anything else you want to leave people with? Like, what if somebody was just listening and they were like, wow, she's a writer, an actor, a mom. She's driving the boats. She's traveled all around. Like, I guess I could do that too. Or like, I guess there's just not a one way. There's not a one way. It's whatever way floats your boat.
Yeah. I mean, I guess probably a lot of people really do find work their purpose, and if you're in work that you love, that's wonderful. And then I don't know, you're probably passionate about this, about finding those people who need a change, who want something different. And I think again we're on the same page that you can always find something more inspiring and fulfilling. And I would just say that getting really stuck in a place where you're not happy. I don't know if Adera can help you, if I can help you find your way into something more fun, more fulfilling, more adventure. That would be great too, right?
Right? Like, I get that it can be scary, but it's also so rewarding and soul satisfying when we're doing more of the things that light us up.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Rebecca and I dare you, even though it goes with my name, I dare you to do the things that light you up. Go find them. Go figure them out. Take the time to explore because it's a big world out there and you're meant to do what fills your cup.
Yes. Agreed.
Yeah, because it runneth over and you meet really cool people. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, Adera. Wonderful as always.